So I'm off, headed for the BACA 100-mile ride. It's a fundraiser. BACA is Bikers Against Child Abuse. You've probably heard of them. If not, let me say something about them after this little intro. Or not even an intro, let's just call it a title. So if you're a rider, you've probably heard of BACA. That would be my bet. If you're not a rider, you might have heard of them too. I first heard of them through a news clip that if I can find again, do some more Googling, I'll post in the description of the video. But they're a group that basically does things to help victims. And those things could simply be moral support in the courthouse, or just knowing someone friendly is nearby, things like that. They do a fundraiser. They're calling it the 100-mile ride. I'm hoping to find out more about why it's called the 100-mile ride, things like that. Hope to find out stuff like that today. But anyway, I'm heading up to the start point, which is about a half hour away, to meet up with Coastal Gypsies. Put a little something up top, info card, that'll be a link to their channel, their YouTube group as well. I managed, when I lived in Edmonton, one time I was at a hotel on my bike, and there was a BACA member there on his bike. So I was able to chat with him for a while. Wish I could remember the guy's name, but I don't. And then BACA became more of a common thing around Edmonton, and I thought that was pretty good, because they would hold the bike nights at Blackjacks Roadhouse. If you're ever in Edmonton on a Tuesday, you got to go to Blackjacks. That's just what it is. Hundreds of bikes for a bike night. Shout out to Tyler, Clarence, and Krista. Great folks there at Blackjacks. I thoroughly enjoyed my time in Edmonton, partially because of the bike nights at Blackjacks and all the bike events that were held. But anyway, a little distraction there. BACA was doing fundraisers at the bike nights. The pub would always rotate who was helping organize the fundraiser, and it was almost always anything supporting kids, which I thought was really cool. Thousands upon thousands of dollars every month was raised for different kids' charities in Edmonton and around Alberta because of Blackjacks. That's why I think it's an awesome thing. But anyway, BACA was really good at telling you a bit more about their organization. And what I really, really like that BACA has done is they didn't proliferate across Canada like wildfire. They're slowly spreading, which I think is smart. One of the things they talk about is the background checks, the screening, and making sure people have the right attitudes, which I think is very important. Because when I first heard about it, my first thought was they're dangerously close to being a vigilante group. Because there are other groups out there that state the similar aims but do it completely differently. And from what I can tell, BACA avoids that really well, which I think is part of why growing carefully. They now have 2 chapters here in Nova Scotia. I think growing carefully is a very important thing. But anyway, I'm just going to shut up now, turn up my music, and we will see. I'll talk to you guys again when I stop for fuel just before we get to the meetup point. So we're just heading over to the registration point, just grab some gas, met up with Coastal Gypsies. They're behind me.